There weren't any clouds, so the sunrise wasn't as colorful, but the morning sun still cast some beautifully colored sunshine in the trees and flowers. Today we're actually getting some elevation gain here and we're walking on rockier trail. Yesterday we had a tiny bit, but today is a little bit more because we are going to the Pharaoh Chris, something like that. It's an iron cross basically where everyone piles up all the rocks. As we neared the Cruz de Ferro, I kept getting tricked into thinking we were there by cell towers and power line towers. It has to come soon, right? Here's our first look at Cruz de Ferro, right over there. We saw a tour bus head up earlier. There's several groups of tourists that started hiking from the town behind us. Nice. It's beautiful up here. I think we're at the second highest point on the Camino, and it's just pine trees and woods everywhere, rolling hills. It's just the way we like it. We read that before you get to the Iron Cross, you should carry a rock as big as the sins you've committed and leave it all at the cross. These days, it's more of a memorial for lost ones. Tina and I have both lost close family members in the past year, and although we didn't plan on hiking the Camino to remember them, we both placed stones on the pile and comforted each other the next few miles as we walked down the hill. We veered off the path and went up this hill. We saw this dirt road that goes up this hill and we're like, is that the trail? And the trail actually just goes around the hill, but we just came right back up. It's not too bad, but this is a great spot to come. You do the Camino, you gotta climb this hill. It's a little after the Iron Cross, but it's just like wide open views, and you can see Ponferada down below, and there's a big lake. It's worth coming up here. Nice breeze. You can also view the mountains across. No trees. Look at that. We're almost above tree line, sort of. Crazy. And it's crazy, the Camino goes around this hill, just avoids it. It's such a nice brake spot, and rocks are flat up here. Great brake spot. With some of today's hike, the rolling hills, dry environment, visible trails leading here and there and everywhere, and plants that look similar to Mormon tea, made it all look like it could be Southern California. I guess this is a memorial for a German who died here on his bike during an accident. A bus just dropped off a bunch of people in front of us. There's a huge horde in front of us. We're off on an adventure. We took a river route going into Molina Seca. There's like a normal route, and there's a road route, and then there's this much longer river route, and it's wilder and it's much less trampled. There's a lot of grass everywhere. You have to watch where you turn, and we crossed the river several times, so it'll be quite interesting. I haven't seen anybody yet. I don't think we're gonna see anybody. I don't know. Chances are slim. European robin and a Eurasian wren are really singing out here. There's a stream down below, and over the stream is a super old bridge labeled as El Puente Grande. It looks like it used to be a stone bridge of some type, but there's just dirt and grass growing over it. It's pretty crazy, but it's a bridge. And it's not closed. It's just a super old stone bridge. Still good, I guess. Let's see what the sign says. Altitude 700 meters, Grande. El Puente Grande. It's an interesting trail, alright. It's like a true wilderness trail. Single track going into this canyon. Just walking in the valley next to a river. And there's some good up and downs, some steep parts. Definitely wouldn't recommend this for most Camino hikers. But any that have done like backcountry hiking, this will be like being back home. Pretty rough. Here's another surprise section of trail. Might have to do, well, she has to use her hand. It's like we're back in Maine. Looks like you go over and then across. Yeah, I guess it's wide enough to cross there. Or you can go maybe this way, but it's all pretty weird. It's another bridge that's just completely covered in dirt and plants, like nothing. But it's a bridge. Looks like here's a sign for it. La Puente Pequeño. But the other bridge was smaller, and that was Grande. We're getting closer and closer. We're seeing the road. We've been seeing it for a while now. And we're just moving because there are so many little flies just buzzing our face out here. It's getting crazy. But we only have a kilometer more, and then this goes right into town, so not long to go. Good morning. We're leaving the town of Seca right now. We're heading towards Ponferada. It's only like 7K away. We're just gonna walk through the town. Our strategy has been to avoid the big towns, just stay in the small towns before, after, and then go through the big towns, do whatever sightseeing you want to do, and go on to another small town. But this is actually a pretty decent sized town. And it's another day, day 26 on the Camino. In 1178, the Templars arrived here to protect the Pilgrims from the invasion of Muslims and avoid confrontations between Galician and Leonese nobles who wanted to control the land. Until 1312, they built up the castle until the order was officially dissolved by Pope Clement V. Since then, the castle has belonged to various noblemen who added and built on to the castle. The castle had a lot of abuse until 1924, when it was declared a national monument, but it sat abandoned until 1994, when it was closed due to fears it would actually collapse. Fortunately, that was also the year that Ponferada started renovations and restoration so that we can witness the castle now in person. We've been here touring the Knights Templar castle here at Ponferada, so I forget the name. I'll put it right here. But pretty cool, and it's weird. Like for me, the concept of the Knights Templars was just in the movies and stuff. You don't think it was real, but they actually had castles and buildings, and they had all kinds of stuff. And they developed their wealth because a lot of people liked them so much they gave them their land when they died and things like that, and they loaned out the money to people. But beautiful castle, only €4 I think to go in as a pilgrim. Definitely worth it. They opened at 10, so a little late. We've been here for over an hour, but time to get going because we still have like 15 kilometers to go, and it's like 11:30 now. What do the bakeries do with old bread? Why not make some cows very happy? We were lucky enough to witness some of that today. Another unique experience on the Camino.
So most probably he's the father of all of them, eh?
Maybe. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's the bread. We stayed in an albergue in Cacabelos, and across the street they sold ramen with kimchi as well. Well, good night, folks. Thanks for watching.